Hello and welcome to the Cognac Room. I am your host, Jay Christian, and today we are at Ice Vibes. Yes, a whole vibe. You see it. It's a nice atmosphere. Got the hookahs. Got these delicious drinks.
Oh my goodness! We cannot
They're
tell
like
you enough about
daiquiri
those
style
delicious
drinks. Very good. Got a nice, smooth ambiance. I mean, it's really nice. So
Grown
definitely
folk out here.
grown folk. Absolutely. So we're gonna start off with talking to you about the spot, man.
No, we're not.
No, we're not.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
we're not.
You know why we're not? Why
Why?
we're not, Lyric?
Shit, I don't know.
Because it's not just your show.
Oh shit! You are absolutely right. So I would like for my co-hosts to introduce themselves.
It happens all the time. Hey, everybody, it's Petra. I'm back. How are you?
Hey, family.
Hello.
It's your girl, Lyric. I'm in the house.
That's
Amazingly.
right. She's in the building with us today.
Hey,
All right.
we need some claps or something for that.
Yeah, we need a soundtrack.
Really? That's what we gonna do? I'm gonna do better.
Hell yeah.
Uh-oh.
No, it's fine. That's fine.
Already messing up.
Can't take
So-
you nowhere. Even your own spot.
Nowhere.
Nowhere. That's funny. All right. So, but yeah, tell us a little bit about the spot, the inspiration behind it, why you decided to start it.
Did you introduce me?
Oh, see, I'm excited. I'm just real
I'm
excited.
like, he gonna say,
So we have a special guest in the house
Special
tonight.
guest in
We
the
have a
house.
special guest in the house tonight, Mr. Rico Fox. Everybody,
All right.
let's get some applause going for that.
Thank you.
Hey,
Far too kind. Yo. So yeah, we are here at Ice Vibes. It's we got a soft opening coming very shortly in the grand opening on Friday.
Okay.
Friday. This is the first announcement. I ain't even posted
That's
this
right.
on social media yet. So only right here, exclusive stuff right here.
For the Cognac Room.
That's
it's
it.
a blessing. That's a blessing.
Yeah. But just wanted to kind of get something going with a nice vibe, grown folk, some exclusive stuff. Everyone is. It's not open like that for just anyone to come through. It's
Okay.
we
Grown folk vibe.
grown folk, man. Outside, inside, and nice hookah, nice frozen treats, and
absolutely,
Yes.
just vibing out.
Yes.
that's dope.
Yeah.
We're trying to give y'all a little bit of that. This atmosphere and everything is all provided by Rico Fox and Ice Vibes. Yeah. To that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And we thank you for allowing us to come here and record.
Yeah.
Thank you for being a guest.
Yes.
Hey, listen,
yes.
I'm here.
We're gonna pull him out his comfort
Love the show.
zone.
Love the show too, by the way.
Thank you.
That's good.
Thank you.
That's
Thank you
dope
so
show.
much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
We gonna make him blush a little bit, y'all. We
Far
gonna
too kind. Far too kind.
we gonna make him tell some secrets.
What I'd like to talk about tonight, what we kind of agreed to talk about
Yeah.
tonight,
Okay.
was the switch up. And when I say the switch up, I make reference to a woman who's been dating a man, has decided after 2 years of dating that she don't want to have sex anymore. They've been screwing for 2 years, but she don't want to have sex anymore. She's going to Jesus. She's getting into the church. She's going to the Lord.
She going to Jesus.
What side of town Jesus stay on? Like, you talking about Jesus or Jesus? What?
She's getting saved. So she's decided she doesn't want to continue living in sin. And as such, she wants to opt out of the sex, but she still cares about the guy and still wants to be with him.
She wants the same relationship.
Same relationship
sex.
minus sex. Yep.
It's not the same relationship.
it's
Without
not the
sex.
same
Not the same
relationship.
relationship.
And is this a push for you to marry me?
It
know?
could be.
You know?
Yeah, I don't want that either, though. I mean, I found Jesus, now you gotta marry me. No, nigga,
Yeah.
I need you to marry me whether I find Jesus or not.
Yeah, I need you to love me.
Like,
Either or.
That's true.
I need
Yeah.
you
You
to
know
want
what? I
to
didn't
do
even
that.
think about that though.
Yeah.
Like this could have been the push to say, what we doing?
What we
Yeah,
doing?
exactly.
Oh, okay.
and, you
Yeah,
know, people
that
don't like
mind
them
game.
questions.
But we ain't doing this no more. All right, that's
Yeah,
cool.
exactly.
What are we doing here? Let me
Yeah.
try it, because
Don't
I
tell
don't
you
know
what
why
we
it
not
worked for y'all.
doing.
It didn't
I'm
work
gonna
for
tell
me.
you what we're not doing.
right.
This no more.
Yeah, because it's hard to give somebody, feed somebody every day, or we ain't saying every day, but and then say, you know what, you don't even need to eat no more, but still keep coming. Still keep coming to this restaurant, still sit at this table, spend the same amount of time, do everything the same except eat the food.
So was this like all of a sudden, like we ain't had no, we gonna think about it, we gonna pray about it together?
Yeah.
It was just
No, it was a
Shit,
hard
how about
stop.
I just ain't doing it? I mean,
Yeah.
Here's the reality.
Got you. You good.
Listen, here's the reality. You
try a
can't
different tip.
start a thing and then switch it up midstream.
Yeah.
You just can't do that and expect things to be the same.
Exactly.
And not just with a man, with a woman as
too.
well. So
Yep.
yeah, you can't just cut off the cookies because okay.
Yeah.
And from experience, being a preacher's kid, growing up in church, being an ordained minister, all that stuff.
You thought we was joking when we said that in the preliminaries, huh?
Yeah. you see me like, they done got me up here with the priest.
The reality of the matter is, if someone came to me in a ministerial capacity and said, "Hey, I'm in this relationship and I'm wanting to," the last thing I would tell them is, if you love this person and you want to be with this person, the last thing I'm gonna tell you to do is stop giving that person what they need.
Yeah, what's got you to this point as it is.
You
However,
just can't switch that up.
You can't, and you shouldn't. But I'm trying to look at it too from her perspective. I got to get my life right. I don't want to bust hell wide open. Some people believe that and feel that way, and it's like. But then here's what I say. You should say, "Hey, this is where I am. This is where I stand. This is what I'm doing. If you're willing to ride with me on this,
That's cool.
that's
But if
cool.
you're not,
But if not, then
I gotta
I
let you
release
go.
you.
And
Yeah.
that's an announcement. And that's preparation. And that's not what
An
you doing?
ultimatum.
Oh,
Yeah.
whoa.
Yeah.
That, that's not what we was doing last night.
Exactly.
But that's communication too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That shouldn't be just thrown at you abruptly. That should be something that
Because
has
I
been
don't
talked
think
about
that's a
along
decision
the
you
way.
get to make by yourself.
About
if
our
you're in a
relationship.
about our relationship,
Yeah. Yeah. So
Yeah.
because it's going to open up the door. Even if he decides that because I love this woman, I want to stay in the relationship. What we have is not just about sex. Guess what, y'all?
he's eventually gonna want some sex, and you know who gonna give it to him? One of them sisters in the church. They gonna give it to him willingly because they don't feel the same way you do. They don't feel like one.
Or they're going to pretend to feel the same way you do, but they fucking like 90 going north. I'm telling you.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Come
They
on.
getting it. Yeah.
What church is this at again?
Well, most churches have what they consider what a friend of mine coined a yuck crew.
A yuck crew.
A yuck crew, and what the yuck crew is those saints that are sleeping around with each other.
Really?
Yeah.
And that's why I mess with church dudes.
That's something that you just say you just don't do it at all.
Yeah.
She said,
I feel you.
Well, look, when the leaders say no, not them.
Yeah.
What we supposed to do out here?
So realistically speaking, I get it, and I understand that sometimes some people are so heavenly minded that they're no earthly good, or can become so heavenly minded that they're no earthly good, and that presents a problem. Tell me when.
That's good.
And that presents a problem.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh man, yeah. Let me get one of them Ice
Ice
Vibes
Vibes
cups.
cups.
Brought to you
Styrofoam.
by
That's
Ice
right.
Ice Vibes.
Brought
Tonight's
to you
show is
by
brought to
Yeah,
you
Ice
by
Vibes
Ice Vibes.
COT on Instagram. Yeah.
Ice vibes. Yes, sir. But you're gonna have to pour your own troubles,
Say
brother.
less.
But yeah, so I feel like a lot of times, women will switch up like that. But at the end of the day, when you really look at it for what it is,
Guys
guys will too. Guys
They
will
know what
too.
they ain't about to do.
No,
Act like we
I've
only
done
know
it. I've done it.
Yeah,
I've done it.
Tell
I've
us the
said,
story
hey,
about it.
I'm going cold turkey. No more sex, no more,
How long did that last?
It didn't last very long.
Listen, I was
It didn't
dating.
last very long.
Serial monogamous over here.
So I was dating. Before me and my ex-husband got married, we didn't have sex. I told y'all that story, and we probably should have because we wouldn't have got married, right? So
Head drop. He said,
wait.
The head drop.
Okay, I get it. I had to follow that. I get it. Yeah, I had to think about it.
But that was part of the issue in our courtship. We were dating, and he wasn't having sex.
But sis was.
He wasn't having sex?
He wasn't having
Not
sex.
with you.
Because he didn't want to have sex until we got married.
Oh, okay. But even when... Okay, so he wasn't having sex, but you were. But then when y'all got married, he was having sex and you wasn't.
I was just there. And I was like, damn.
Man.
This is what happens.
Yo.
This is what happened. This the payback. This the payback. This the payback for the cheating I was doing before I got married. But I was only cheating because you wouldn't have sex with me. And I'm like, dude, listen, this is kind of what people do.
Yeah. And once you start, it's kind of hard to just quit cold turkey.
Okay. So I was like, all right, you don't want to have sex? We gotta have sex. Good.
I love how you played the role of a man.
With each other.
Right.
Fine.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
Got you.
Right.
That was silent.
But you should have specified. He should have specified, But he didn't know.
Even if it was specified, sis, was...
No, I mean...
What do you mean specified?
that y'all was going to have sex with each other.
He just said, we're not going to have sex until we get married. And I was like, oh, okay. I said, you serious? He was like, yes.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. But no matter what, it's kind of unfair.
Yeah,
it's kind of unfair because no matter what, he gonna get some pussy. You ain't guaranteed to get no dick though.
No,
who ain't
she was guaranteed to get dick. He didn't get no pussy.
She said,
No, when it goes down in the act, if you're having sex with him, he was getting pussy.
Yeah, but you didn't.
You
get
weren't
no.
getting no dick.
Unicorn cookies.
But what was she getting? Graham crackers.
That
Ain't no graham crackers.
But
there was them little nasty ass oyster crackers.
Damn.
He go down the drain.
I'm just saying.
I have
like,
a quick question. How long did you stay married?
10 years.
Whoa.
And I was faithful the first 5. I was faithful after we got married. I wasn't faithful during the courtship.
I can understand that.
Okay. When we got married, I was good. And then the motherfucker cheated. I was like, hold up. If anybody's supposed to be out here in these streets cheating, this should be me. I have just cause. And so I tried, to do the church girl thing. And I prayed about it. And I was like, hell, if you can't beat them, join them.
I just don't feel like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I see it from both sides. I see it from the woman's side. Like, I gotta do something. I want to change. I want to switch this thing up.
But everything about when you get to that point where you want to be saved and you're trying to change, you're not just changing having sex. It's gradual. Right. You have to practice not cursing.
Yes.
You have to practice, certain things. And I never got that
you're
part.
Smoking
right.
and all that.
It's a gradual process.
But I think she honestly,
and that's
because
the
I know
only
her.
thing you're doing that involves the other person. All that other stuff you've given us is
all
totally on you.
Right.
Exactly.
But when you're in a relationship and now you're talking about changing the dynamic of the relationship, that's a discussion.
Yeah.
Married or not, in church or not, you're talking about changing the dynamic of the relationship.
Well, the discussion was had. It was just had after she made her decision.
But
that wasn't a discussion.
Yeah.
She had already
That was a
set
disclaimer.
herself that's what it was.
The decision was made.
You can come if you want or you're not.
It was an announcement.
Yeah,
it was an announcement.
Basically. Okay. And if you're doing that, I feel like it's a little bit of an ulterior motive, because when a woman says something like that, more than likely she just wants you to marry.
I don't think she wants to get married though.
You think she seriously
need to just
wants
let
to
them all
get
go?
right with?
Yeah, I think she does. Cause I,
You know what,
from
she
what I
fighting
understand,
being
I
gay.
think that's her family. Her family is a Christian based family.
But they would want her to get married.
Right.
True, but her thing is, I'm not ready to get married, but, and I'm assuming this part of it, I'm not ready to get married, but, I got some things I got to do.
Nah, I feel like that's proposed.
Cause I done said it. I ain't doing it.
But you know what though? I'm sitting here thinking about all types of different situations, not just because the switch up can come in many different forms and fashions.
That's
you know
true.
What I'm saying?
True. That's true.
So I want to switch my lifestyle up. I don't want to be in the street no more.
Yeah.
But here it is. I got a female who that's what she used to.
She's
She's
used to the
attracted
dough and
to
the
that.
income coming in.
You know what I'm saying? We blowing money fast. You know what I mean? But I got to get out of this street.
Yeah.
So here it is. Hey, babe, I'm done. Whoa. What you mean?
Yeah.
What you gonna do?
Exactly.
I mean, you know, I just want to live right. Yeah, but how we gonna live right and we ain't, you know, doing what we've been doing? So the switch up, like that's some grab.
Because that's a lifestyle switch up.
It's a total lifestyle switch up, and everybody ain't gonna be on board for that.
I was about to say, and is that person, you find out who your real players are, because are you gonna be on board to actually now put in work? But you say you know somebody who's been in that situation?
Well, I mean, I've been in a situation where, you know, struggling with doing certain things, and you know, you growing up, you evolving, and you know, I don't want to do this no more, you know. But both parties involved were used to the lifestyle.
Got you.
And you struggle, you know what I'm saying? So, and I think like here it is, someone who says that, you know, hey, I want to get right with my Lord and Savior. You know, I might have been on some, hey, look, I want to get out the dope game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And now, but this person, that's something that attracted this person. So it's not fair, like what you said. It ain't, I mean, even though, like, who wouldn't? Well, baby, you know, you should get out the game.
Exactly.
Right.
That should be the goal.
And they be like, no, nigga, what you gonna do?
Because Tasha wasn't feeling it when Ghost was talking about getting out.
That's
the
why
game.
Tasha is really
You know
the
what I mean?
villain on that show.
Yeah.
She's really the villain. I don't got no love for Tasha.
But no, in real life, there are those women.
Yeah.
There are really women that are like that. Like, it ain't even the money.
It's the whole vibe. It's the whole atmosphere. It's what you get. They don't have to clock in and clock out nowhere.
Man.
I know my man got it. I know he got me.
We go where we want to go.
Exactly. Whenever we want to go.
We're respected in the streets.
Yeah.
You know, and so at a point, it's like, oh, you're a sellout. You selling out. You want to fucking open a restaurant?
Yeah.
Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
You can't even cook, nigga.
Exactly. You want me to work the register?
Yeah.
Like, no. Like,
well,
but that's why I say you find out who really on your team.
Yeah.
Because if they're not willing to go through any of that with you so you can make money legitly, then you probably with the wrong person anyway.
I think at the end of the day, you know, whatever the relationship is, it should also be about growth and advancement over time. I don't want to be with anybody and we're in the same place at 5 years that we were 5 years ago. I would like to have seen some personal growth in you, you know, as well as, you know, just your mindset. Just, you know, y'all know me. I ain't never been
drop in us.
You know, just the person that you're with should motivate you to want to be better.
Bingo.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, iron sharpens iron.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So, you know, but it's hard when you got people that are stuck in a mindset to get them to change. And sometimes you can put it in front of them, they can see it, but the responsibility that comes with maintaining
their part, they're not ready for it.
They can't. They can't fathom it. So when you think about the switch up, it's like at the end of the day, in every relationship, there may come that time if you don't see the growth or the movement in the relationship where you might deem me as switching up on you, but I really ain't switching up. I'm just trying to be better.
Yeah.
I'm just saying the way to handle that conversation with the person that you're with your person. I can't just come to you and just be like, this is what we doing now.
Yeah.
I need to say to you, or at least be my friend enough that you notice there's something different going on.
Exactly.
So you're looking at me and you're like, baby girl, you know, look, you know, normally we do this, now, and I notice, you know, when I go out to the club, you've been staying at home. What's up with that?
Yep.
You know? So
because are you paying attention to your person?
Yeah,
like,
because it will.
It shouldn't really hit you that hard.
You know what I just thought about though too? Somebody who not respecting it can see that, man, you say something different every other month.
Because some people are like that. They switch up
like you're not sticking to what it is that you really say that you're going to do. So it's like, oh, okay, baby. All right.
Yeah. The switch up is within them. They switch it up on themselves every other week.
But see, when the switch up comes, because I've been in a switch up situation, and, you know, I understand the dynamics of relationships to the point where I'm like, I have to respect this, because if I don't, it's going to create a rift. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, just say okay and go with the shit, because it ain't gonna stay. It's not gonna stick anyway. You know what I mean? But
you know
then
your
you-
person. You know your person.
Yeah. But then until it does.
Until it lasts.
And then you like, hey man, it's been 3 weeks. Like I was, this shit was cute when you were talking about it and fucking, but
Nah, all right now.
You talking about it ain't never cute.
like that.
All right now. You fuck around with this shit now.
exactly.
About to take it to the streets. What you doing?
Hey, it's like
About
the
to be
switch
outside
up.
dancing in the rain.
Yeah. Be like, so it's the switch up where we all looking for the grow up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That says
because
that says a lot.
what she said was, you know, hey, you should want someone that wants to elevate and grow.
That's right. That's
and
right.
if you're not doing it, like, how are we gonna be in the same place for 5 years or 10 years? Like, something we gotta be moving different.
Got to be
at some
moving
point in
forward.
time.
We can't just be stuck and be
Right,
okay.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
one thing too to have a hard time, but it's another thing to be okay with just staying where you're at.
Oh, just being a professional struggler, huh? That's what we talking about?
struggler.
That's right.
Yeah.
Damn.
Professional struggler.
Ooh, somebody touch on that for a second. Right, a professional struggler.
Yeah.
So I was dealing with an individual, and his lifestyle
right?
was different.
His lifestyle was different.
Yeah, like something that I wasn't used to at all. Like when I met him, he had a roommate. He was in a roommate situation.
Okay.
So I was cool with that. But then, he was like the roommate. It wasn't working out, and they was not renewing the lease, blah, 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 blah. And so then he started staying in the do drop in. I'm like, all right, he cool. Mm-hmm. We have fun together.
Got a nice vibe together.
We good. I ain't gonna judge him. I ain't gonna throw the baby out with the bathwater. He might just need some polishing and fine tuning. Yeah. So one day in conversation, we're talking, and I was just noticing some habits that he had that I was like, dude, who do that?
Right.
And he was like, I'm a professional struggler.
He said it.
He said it.
Damn.
He said it. And I said, I would get upset. I'd be like, don't say that. It's like, first of all, what you speak about, you bring about.
That's
right. Stop putting that in the atmosphere.
Yeah.
But why? And I think that because his life has just been a consistent struggle with just things that childhood trauma, losing his mama early, losing his dad, all that stuff, and he's had to survive on his own.
He's had no control over.
He's just gotten used to struggle. And in his mind, this is life. Boo, she ain't signing up for that.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't take on that mentality. So trying to show him something different.
Yeah.
Like, dude, if you stop changing jobs every 6 months,
27 minutes.
Yeah.
get some consistency. And then I had to realize, he don't commit to nothing. He can't commit to a job. He can't commit to a relationship. He just has commitment issues because he don't have no accountability in his life. And in his mind, he's a professional struggler. And I was just like, that's just...
So he has no goals either.
He has a lot of ambition, a lot of goals. He ain't got no follow through. He got a lot of amazing ideas.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he's intelligent, articulate, but he has... We were arguing one day, and he said something to me to piss me off.
Okay.
And my response to him was,
This is going to be great.
I don't respond to shade thrown from trees that bear no fruit.
Oh God.
That just hurt my feelings.
Yeah, that's
clutched
vital.
the pearls.
That's
hurt my feelings.
that's some
pearls.
powerful pain.
Do you
right
understand that?
Yes.
That's some hurtfulness.
Yes.
That's not just a cliche. That is like...
That's some intellect right
It
there.
ain't
Yeah.
growing. You ain't... Nothing is dropping from your tree.
Yes.
Right.
You ain't giving the world nourishment in no kind of way.
No shade to give.
Yeah.
That's right.
So what am I? So, and that's just the thing. There's just no matter how much you try, and it's like, he wants it. And the reason I say that he wants it, because you don't have a problem showing up to mine. Because I'm going to have it. I'm a grind. I ain't living in the do-drop in.
Yeah.
I ain't living nowhere where I got to be scared to leave my kids at home by themselves.
Right.
Come home after dark. I ain't doing none of that.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm going to work hard to make sure I have everything I need and most
Very
of what
hard
I want.
worker. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So you see the benefits that come with being with me, but you don't want the responsibility that comes with maintaining this. So in my mind, when you're saying to me, you're a professional struggler, it's like, hold up, because I'm looking for someone that's going to come in and either help me maintain where I am
or elevate
or us go up higher together. This whole thing of I ain't trying to go backwards.
Yeah.
And to the degree, he actually moved a chick from California. Moved her here. And I'm like, who the fuck moves into the drop in?
Who comes from California to come stay with you there?
What, did he like catfish her or something?
No.
She knew where she flew.
She's invested too. She's invested.
Well, he is not just a professional struggler. He is a very, in my opinion, he's very talented.
Yeah.
He's very talented.
Yeah.
If you can get another human being to say,
to sign up
for that and stay.
Is he looking for a job? I'm hiring.
He's an excellent bartender. He is an excellent bartender. He makes us some bomb ass drinks. But did you hear that he gonna stay 27 minutes?
It's okay.
I don't know if it's something that he might though.
He might. That's true.
It's okay.
And this is kind of his zhuzh.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. He want the flim flam, the bullshit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And before we logged on, you were saying, hey, well, what made you want to get into this? I need some chill shit. You know what I'm saying? So now that I got chill shit, I want to be able to say, hey, good flim flammer. You know what I'm saying? Help me run this flim flam shit. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's a legitimate business, but it can be cool. Look like we chilling.
Right. Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely a vibe that we're going to continue. Like,
listen, I'm looking
I've
forward
already
to
said
it.
that. Yeah.
So he just got to find the right jiggy jam. You know what I'm saying? So. But tell me get at me.
So but that's the whole professional struggler thing, and it's just not something that is enticing.
Yeah.
Not
and
really.
he don't switch up. He stay in that lane. Like
the switch up can be a positive thing or a negative thing. Most of the time, the switch up, like what we're referring to, is a very negative thing. Because we've been smashing for 2 years, and now all of a sudden you want to take the pussy off the table.
That's hardcore.
Well, I ain't gonna never do that. So
not me either.
But what I'm saying, but
not for no reason. Not saying that Jesus is no reason. I'm sorry.
Right.
That ain't what I'm saying.
No, nobody's saying.
Nobody said that. We're not saying that.
But how do you not respect that person's decision, though? See, that's where it gets tricky.
She just can expect him not to stay.
Exactly.
She needs to be willing to do that.
Okay, so what she should have done was just broken up with him.
No. She should have communicated the struggle.
More than just announced it, like you said, that day. That's not something you can just spring on somebody. That's something that we needed to be discussing, that this was something you were leaning towards. Like, I needed to know that this is where you were going.
You done start going to
church. You started to
change.
Your skirts is longer. Your skin ain't out. Your
she went to
cleavage
one
ain't
church,
out.
because then she go to one church service, go to the altar, get prayer, and come home and say, we ain't fucking no more.
Yeah, because more than likely.
Well, that's how it works, though.
Because you ain't going back there no more.
Yeah. We gonna find you another church. We can go to church, but we gonna find us a church.
Yeah, we gonna find us a church
together.
Okay.
So it's all about how you handle it. But in a way, she could have been trying to put old dude out. She could have been like, "This is my way of getting rid of you."
See,
I don't feel like that's what it was. Because she doesn't want the relationship to end.
I got you, but we're giving scenarios also about what
could
this
be.
Switch up could
what
be.
you could do or why the switch up happens.
Yeah.
Because we will switch up when we're
about to do dirt or we're done.
Especially when
but we don't want to be the bad guy.
Yeah, we
don't want to be the bad guy. So how you can't even be mad at me for going to the Lord.
Let me tell you why. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna sit back and be like, so this is what you doing now. I'm going to already start process. I mean, certain people, like the first thing I said, well, maybe she trying to push for marriage.
Yeah.
Like, what's the because it can't be just that. Because if you that's not how I met you. Right. So now all of a sudden, you just done switched it up like that. Yeah. Come on now. What's really good?
Yeah.
Real shit, though.
And like you say, if you know your person and they on one thing this week, on that thing next week, on one thing this week. So it's kind of hard to cement that they're serious about this. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But who are you to argue when somebody comes to you and say, I want to get right with the Lord. I need to do better, whatever.
All you can do is accept that fact.
Say, you know what? I got to let you do what you need to do. Either in a relationship or I'm willing to step back.
Yeah.
Period. Like you can't. That's one of those things that you can't argue with. So it's a great way to get the hell out. So that's what the fuck you Matter of fact, I'm about to start using it.
You about to start going to
I'm
Jesus?
about to get saved. I'm about to start going to Jesus. Like, shit, look, talking to him, and that's my new ghost. Like,
go to Jesus.
My new ghost is the Holy Ghost. I got to go. I don't think this is gonna work because I'm trying to. I'm
struggling internally.
Right.
I can't do this no more.
I can't be good for you nor me.
Exactly. If I'm not right with the Lord, I can't be right for the world.
That
God
sounds good. That sounds good. Though. That sounds good. And I guarantee you, somebody sitting there like, okay, yeah, that's gonna be nice. That's gonna be good.
That's gonna work out well.
But sometimes the switch up is to initiate the breakup.
Yeah.
That we don't
Tabernacle.
want.
Absolutely.
That's exactly what it is.
Okay.
Exactly.
Have I ever switched up on somebody to get them? Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I've been switching
Well,
up.
you switch up on some people sometimes to get rid of them.
No, because I'm real.
You straightforward. Yeah.
Too.
Yeah,
but
this ain't working.
Yeah. I left a whole dude at my house and was like, you ain't it, bro.
Damn.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. Yeah.
That's hard business, man. That's hardcore.
But it really is how some people find their way out. And I say that from experience. I've had that happen to me. Somebody was like, well, I feel like I need to go do this. I'm not doing right, blah, 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 whatever. And again, like, who am I to argue with you going to God? Go.
Yeah.
They might have found Jesus, but they also found another woman.
Yeah.
And
well, so sometimes, you got to free yourself of the heathen and find you a godly
Did you
woman.
just call me a heathen?
I didn't call you a heathen.
You did, because I was telling my story. But, hey, whatever. If I wasn't working for you, go on and do your thing. Like,
I wasn't talking about you, though.
You called me a heathen. It was my story.
I ain't called you no heathen.
But
I'm just saying,
still,
he might have needed to find him a godly woman.
Who says that I wasn't? You don't know me like that.
Well,
I'm just saying.
You was fucking. You was fucking.
I was a married woman.
Apparently,
deep conversations at Ice.
I was.
Say it again, bro.
Deep conversations at Ice.
But still,
Ice Vibes.
My thing was, do what you need to do for you. Like, I'm not gonna argue it. I'm gonna step back gracefully. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got you. Go do that. I'm not gonna crowd you. I ain't calling you. I ain't bugging you. I ain't gonna do nothing. Do what you need to do.
Right.
Because obviously, God had you on a different path than he had me on. And he didn't want us together for whatever reason. He needed you to go on and get away. So he called you. He ain't tell me
that sounds like death. So he called you.
No, he called you and told you to go over there. So you didn't call me. But you didn't call me to go on that assignment.
So had he told you to, had he welcomed you on that assignment, would you have gone? Because he was going to probably, if he was sincere about it and he was for real about it, he was going to stop fucking.
Y'all know. Now, I done shared this in the cognac room as well as lyric. I'm about my fucking. So, I don't know.
He did not say it like that.
I don't know in this moment that I could say I was going to completely just stop and we were going to go on this journey. Maybe back then, in that moment, I was definitely in a different space mentally. I might have said, okay, I'm going to vibe with you on this for a little bit, but I'm going to tell you, I was going to bring that shit up at least once a month. Like, you still on that?
Yeah.
You still good with
so
that?
So you wasn't going to take a page out of the lyrics book, was you?
Hey, don't be talking about my Hold on.
She's like, hey, I'm right here.
I'm in the goddamn minute. So what you mean, take a page out of lyrics from
I mean, lyrics said, he wasn't fucking, but she was.
Well, let me tell you this. I ain't going to church every day of the week. So if you start going to church at least 6 out of the 7, I'm going to be missing at least 2 out of the 5.
Oh no, I get that, but what I'm saying is, and to just recap, like, there are times, when people are together, they've been sleeping together 2-3 years, and then one of them decide to get saved, and now they want to cut the sex off, and sometimes your partner gonna be cool with it, sometimes they're not.
This partner ain't gonna never be cool with it.
I'm not gonna be cool with you taking my dick away.
But so is a little tap worth your eternal?
Let me explain something to you, right? You not gonna listen. First of all, I need you to understand this,
right?
That which I do not feel convicted in my heart on my own, another motherfucker's words ain't gonna do it.
Tabernacle preaching, sister.
Because at the end of the day, your relationship with God is your personal relationship.
It's about
personal.
you.
Okay.
So what may convict you don't convict me. The switch up can be a good thing, it can be a bad thing, but at the end of the day, it needs to be something that's communicated, something that you are willing to have some dialogue with your partner about what your needs are, or what no longer serves you in the relationship. Sometimes it's just stuff that I thought, and I needed this from you then, I don't need that from you now. We're good in that area.
That's true. That's true.
It's about open communication and realizing that in the relationship, it's a relationship. You can't have a relationship by yourself.
You don't even need a shit by your goddamn self. Like, if you can't be real with yourself, why you don't need a relationship?
So you have to take into consideration the other person's feelings, where they are, how your decision is going to impact that person. That's the maturity of being in a relationship. If you're only thinking about your need and what you want, and you're never going to take into consideration the other individual, how your decision impacts them, especially when we talk about sex. You talk about taking sex off the table for a man. You've lost.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what a man wants.
You basically
Feed
lost
me,
him.
fuck me, and let me watch basketball.
Yeah.
Or football. Don't leave football.
Whatever
Sports. Just
whatever
say
sport
sports.
it is that's his thing.
Or let me sleep.
Or let me
Yes,
sleep.
yes.
Yeah.
Or sleep.
Yeah.
Most men are not dumb simple, but satisfied simple.
Right.
That's a
Say
great
that
way
one
of
more
putting
time.
it.
Come
That
on
is
now.
such a great
Say
way
it
of
one
putting
more
it.
time.
Most men are not dumb simple.
Okay.
They're
Satisfied
satisfied
simple.
simple.
Man,
It's not
We gonna use
hard
that forever.
to keep them
That's
right.
satisfied.
Hey,
Yeah.
listen. I'm coming back to this joint. If y'all gonna have me, now that's a whole nother situation.
I'm telling you.
Yes.
Satisfied.
Simple. That is
Yeah, they don't.
that is so true.
They don't. We're the ones that.
We are the emotional
Most women.
beings. Yeah,
Most
look,
women.
we gotta say it because we don't rock
Some
like
shit
that.
I just don't need. I
Yeah.
don't need you up under me every minute.
Exactly.
Dude, go.
Exactly. Go do you. Go hang out with
You
your
ain't got no
friends.
If every minute of your day you want to be up under me, you got too much time on your hands.
Yeah. And if I gotta do everything with you, everything, like
Or you have those women that want to be with him and do everything with him because they feel like if I'm with him, then he ain't doing something or
girl,
being
you
somewhere
can do
with
something
somebody
while
else.
you right there with him.
Hey, y'all
Listen.
don't give away all. Hey, y'all talk to me.
We gotta put him up on game because a lot of women
Women
feel
do
like
things-
I know he ain't doing nothing because he been right here with me the whole time.
Hey,
girl.
Let's get back to the
And he
topic.
was down.
It takes 5 minutes to get in
he was
between.
texting
You
me
know
while
what I'm
he was
saying?
fixing his plate.
Exactly. He brought me a plate.
Damn, I
Like what you
forgot to get
talking
some
about?
gas in my car.
Right back.
Exactly.
Right
Exactly. You know what? It was an accident.
And don't be a
I was
heavy
getting
sleeper
the gas.
because she's getting fucked downstairs.
It don't take nothing.
They
It don't
cut
take
the
nothing.
time off of the alarm.
No, you gotta be able to just communicate
That's
with
right.
your individual what's going on and not when you're in a
Not
relationship.
dictate, not nag, but communicate. People, ladies
come
and
to-
gentlemen.
and try to find, especially good church woman. How can two walk together except they agree? That means we need to have a discussion.
Tabernacle.
We need to talk.
That's right.
Absolutely.
That's right.
So you have to think about all those things. If that person, I mean, you're gonna throw a good man away.
Right. Because you trying to find yourself, and God done gave you somebody.
But guess what though? I'm gonna be honest with you. When God gave you that somebody, He didn't tell you to suck His dick from the back.
But he said,
Let me tell you what. But let me tell you what he did say.
I gave you this
He said that marriage is honorable and the bed undefiled.
right.
So whatever I choose to do,
Marriage.
bed undefiled.
In
So-
a marriage.
in a marriage. Okay, so let's Johnny, because you know I feel very different than most church folk when it comes down to marriage.
well,
We about
Okay?
to go there.
So
Let's
here we
go.
go. What piece of paper did David get when he was wanting Rebecca?
I'm gonna tell you what happened. He abided
This is
by.
about to be the hood version of the Bible.
No, the hood version of the Bible. What he did was he abided by, or he
was betrothed
he
to her. He did
acknowledged
all of the things that he had to do to
the
get
rights
her.
of his culture of what it meant to be married. Where we live, we know what it is. You don't have to necessarily go into church. You ain't necessarily got to do all this other stuff, but you got to have a certificate of marriage.
But there are some
in
states.
This country.
There are some states that will honor your common law marriage if you've been with someone for a certain period of time.
Yeah, but Jesus didn't say if you shack long enough.
But come on, here's the thing
if you shack long enough,
you gotta be real with it. Nobody got no goats to trade around here, nothing like that. You gotta make it modern.
It's different. But what I'm saying is, you are generally speaking, you abide by the law of the land, the country in which you live. Mm-hmm. So if you in Africa and jumping the broom is what they do, then you jump the broom so you can be married to this motherfucker.
But in a country where you can be in one state, in order for your marriage to be acknowledged, you have to have had a marriage certificate signed by an officiant, a judge, or whatever. Okay. But in this same country, if I'm with you 5 years, if I'm with you 7 years, that makes me your wife.
Exactly.
I get all the benefits that this heifer over here that spent all this money.
When I've been fucking other people and everything else, we done did everything.
Come on.
I've been living to my best life, but I still got all the amenities that you got.
Uncle P said that's his line. I don't know what he's talking about, but it was something that one of us said.
So it for me, I just feel very different about marriage now. I feel very different about marriage than I felt about marriage 10 years ago.
Me too. And I had a great marriage. I didn't have, the issues that Lyric had. I had a good marriage until it wasn't good, but that was for different reasons. It wasn't for cheating or anything like that. But I feel very different about marriage now than I did then.
In what way?
Yeah, that sounds.
I don't look. I feel like society said the picket fence is what the goal is and what's behind the picket fence. And I feel like everybody's picket fence inside got a little bit of different painting on it. It got different colors. It got the colors that mean who they are in that home. And it's not what society always deems acceptable.
So what I'm hearing you say is, if we are in an open situation,
fuck me up. Go ahead.
If we are in an open situation and I let him fuck and he let me fuck, just mind your business, cause this us.
Well, that is true. That is not what I was saying, but that's where you always go. But
where he always
go. We gotta put a thumb in
your
ass.
I'm trying to help, cause I'm not judging people, man. Poly relationships are becoming more popular.
Exactly.
Poly relationships
and there's nothing wrong with that.
But here's the thing. Guess what? They're becoming more popular, but they ain't new.
They are not new.
They are not new.
But
people were doing it, but they were doing it. They in the closet. They were ashamed.
They were in the closet because they weren't.
People
not originally.
I don't think they were ashamed. No,
not originally. Because in some cultures, you can have as many wives as you
want.
I'm talking about here. But you're right.
Where a woman had 7 husbands.
I don't think
now what you not gonna do is kiss me with 7 dicks on your breath.
I don't want to kiss you with 7 pussies on your breath. I don't understand why y'all think what y'all do on the outside is acceptable to us. Nasty is nasty. So if dicks on my breath is nasty, then pussy on your breath is nasty too. So we can't do it.
Oh man. Damn.
I'm sorry if that was too much for you.
No, it wasn't. It was it's all good. But because I always hear, you know what I'm saying, when it's like, well, why is it good for men and it's not good for women? And I'm just saying, this me, the first thing I'll be like is, damn, why is it like that?
It's the truth.
What I'm saying? And not saying that I'm
like
agreeing
you said,
with it.
I spoke with a guy today, and you know what he told me? He said, men and women is like a man is visiting a woman's house. Mm. If you go into 7 different people's homes, don't really affect you the same way having 7 different motherfuckers come in your house would affect you.
Ooh, give me something on that. I like that.
Yeah.
Because
shout out to Uncle Dolomite, Game Podcast.
Shout out, but hold up.
Okay, go ahead.
Because at the end of the day, whether I've been with 7 different men or you've been with 7 different women, at the end of the day, there's an exchange of
There's an exchange.
That's right.
Right?
But ain't nobody sitting up in my living room.
Hold up. Here's the thing. Y'all make this thing about, the woman is the receiver, the woman is... Right. But we receive the shit from y'all.
You bring the bad spirits to us.
So here's the thing. If I ain't been with nobody, if I ain't been with nobody, but you out here...
No, it's still burning.
Fucking out both pant leg, then guess what? You bring all that shit over here to me.
Bring the grandma into it.
I ain't been
at the house.
My number's high,
but once I fuck you,
172.
Damn,
why was we so close?
Bodies.
Like we were so
bodies.
right. But it's because y'all brought that to us. Y'all brought that to us.
You want this thing, and it's like, damn.
Yeah, it's not pulling.
Oh, blow into it.
Oh, blow.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to clear it out by blowing.
Put your lips together.
Oh.
Whistle while you work.
Now I'm gonna pass it. Look, I passed it to her to do. Yes. Since you know so well, I don't need any instructions.
I ain't scared of sex. But let's see.
There it goes. Oh yeah.
First you blow, then you
Suck.
pro.
You know what?
Oh man,
What time
I didn't
is it?
know.
Like they used to say back in the day, you can't fuck unless you suck.
You can't stick unless you lick.
Oh!
Damn it, man.
Water is coming up a little bit.
You're
I don't know
so
why.
vulgar.
But yeah, I don't know. That was
You're
just
so vulgar.
a tiny bit. It's a tiny
But
bit.
now, so what you're doing is you're sucking too hard.
You had to bring it back. Yeah, you had to bring it back because I gave it to you earlier.
You're sucking too hard. Somebody said,
He
slow
ain't
down.
complain though, so that's the only way I know how to do it.
So low down with them soup coolers. They
Don't start. But yeah, the exchange of energy is gonna happen no matter what.
Yeah, I guess
No matter
it is
what.
dying out.
No matter what. But are we going to close this out? I mean, I can kick it as long as y'all kick it, but
Yeah,
you know.
we're gonna respect the brother's time. He might have other
his
shit
day.
to do.
Yeah,
And tomorrow is Monday for all of
Oh
us.
my gosh.
Yeah.
it's Monday.
Tomorrow's Monday for everybody but me.
Oh yeah, that's right. You lucky.
Yep. Tomorrow
lucky
is kind of like my Saturday.
That's nice.
And I'm
So that means
excited.
you're gonna come help me with that mic situation.
What happened? Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. I was about to shoot
ready
you.
to what
Yeah, I was about to.
Get ready to lie.
Just remember.
I'm about to lie.
You say you're moving, you got to load a big U-Haul tomorrow. No, I just can't do it.
They called me in. They
No, I
called
can
me.
definitely help you with the mic.
Cool beans.
Definitely help you with that.
But in closing, Lyric, what do you have to say about the switch up?
The motherfucking
That
switch up.
it shouldn't be. There should be a conversation.
Yeah, the switch
And
up
there
can't
should
just
be,
come.
you can't change the logistics of the relationship based on just how you feel and what you want. You need to talk to your person. If you're trying to maintain and salvage and keep the relationship, but if you don't want them, yeah, that's a good way to get rid of them.
Yeah.
Jay?
Well, I say the same thing. Like if I'm honest with myself, you know, I've had a few women try to pull that shit on me, and you know, I tried to go for it. Sometimes I pretended to try to go for it, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna fuck something. Either I'm fucking you or I'm fucking these bitches in the street. I might goddamn go down Freedom Drive and catch me one if you cut me off completely and totally and I ain't got nothing going on. So at the end of the day, just, you know, I'm gonna respect your no, but respect my hoe.
The tabernacle. That was a good one. It's not a tabernacle for me, but when I say he done preached something right there, he said,
Listen.
I don't respect your no, but respect
That's a
my
t-shirt.
hoe. That's a shirt. That's our merch.
just
Y'all
saying.
ain't getting
Respect
it.
your no.
But respect my hoe.
Respect my
Respect my hoe.
Woo. That right there.
Hey,
That right there.
listen, somebody
think
get one printed off right now.
Listen,
Don't do it, right?
Yeah.
Right? We gonna have those on deck.
Yeah.
We gonna have those on deck.
Absolutely.
Right next to the hoe adjacent ones. But because I'm not quite a hoe,
I'm
but
not
I'm
a hoe,
on,
but I'm
you know, I'm
hoe
around the
adjacent.
corner. Don't fuck with me. So, I'm close by. The GPS said.
The GPS said, it's like, they got your picture in there. On MapQuest, dog.
Oh, Rico, what's your remarks in closing to the switch up?
The switch up is real, man. Just one thing that I can say is, it like the sister said, man, you gotta communicate. You know, you cannot just pull something out the blue and expect for somebody just to ride with it just because we don't use the word Jesus or God.
Right?
That's right.
Amen.
And
Tabernacle.
so now that person can be viewed as a manipulator themselves.
And using God.
They usually
And
are.
so now, you know, it's like, hey, let's check this. Don't just throw this out here.
Yes.
Let's really evaluate and see if this is good for both of us. So that's just my little 2 cents, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think I'm on the same page with everybody. Like, it's definitely a communication thing. You cannot just come in on Friday after we done the whole week. We done snorted lines and off each other's ass and shit.
Yeah,
Now
you
you
just
like,
snorting lines?
I'm not snorting lines, but I'm just saying, people live in
Well,
that.
clear that up, because
I ain't snorting no lines. If you know me, you know I ain't doing it.
Clear that up, 'cause
Yeah.
they gonna think it's me.
No.
They think we do
no
this shit.
lies snorting.
Exactly.
But I'm just saying, like, we doing the wildest shit, and then on Friday you saying, I can understand you say we ain't gonna snort no more lies. We need to get our life together.
Yeah.
But if you say we ain't screwing, we ain't doing nothing, we ain't gonna see our people, you can't do that all at once. Things you got to take steps.
yeah, real shit.
There's steps. You got to crawl before you walk.
Like, why you choose that?
Exactly.
right.
Stop wearing that bonnet out.
What?
Yeah.
What?
You hate
I'm
the
big
damn
on
bonnet.
that. I
You
hate the
damn
bonnets. I
bonnet.
hate the bonnets.
I know I hate the damn bonnet.
I hate the
Yeah.
bonnets. People in my family know. They be like, let me take this off because I can't go with her because she gonna.
Yeah.
Before the bonnet was even a conversation, it was
gonna talk that
It
shit.
was some shit in my family where they knew.
Yeah.
Petra don't play that bonnet crap.
Bonnet, scarves,
Yeah.
house shoes.
Joker done
House
tried to
shoes,
come up in the
pajamas.
business like that before. Like, come on, you disrespect.
They came up in the what?
I promise you, into like for counseling and therapy with the bonnet on.
Oh,
I
yeah,
know
see?
you comfortable. I know you good, and you feel so relaxed. But God,
This not the vibe we doing.
Can
Come
you
on.
do a little
No.
better
Yeah,
than that?
we're not doing that.
Don't-
That's
please
not
don't do
representation.
that.
It's not good
It's not
representation
good
for business and stuff
it's
like
not.
that. Like,
It's not
Yeah.
good for people.
there's a place and a time for everything.
Yeah.
But
Sleep.
yeah, tabernacle.
Yeah.
That's right.
Protect
That's
your,
right.
protect
In
your
home.
hairstyle. I'm not against a woman protecting her hairstyle,
I
but
get it.
But you done
know.
spoke on being against the bonnet.
I can't stand a goddamn bonnet. I promise you.
Yeah.
You spoke on that.
Yeah.
So in closing, we all are on one accord in some way, shape, or form about that. But the main thing we are all saying is communication.
Communication is key. Go
It's
ahead and
key.
break up with me. Just go ahead and break up with
You
me.
probably should go ahead and break up with me too.
Yeah.
You should
I'm
probably,
there.
if you taking sex off the table, you should probably break up with me.
Yeah,
too.
just break
And
up
I'm not,
with me.
you know, just like I said, based on previous experience, I ain't marrying nobody I ain't slept with. So
Me
I,
either. And
yeah.
I'm not just saying
If
that for myself. I have said that too. I have daughters, and I have said like, yeah, I know.
That's important.
Yeah, like I don't. It's too big of a deal to lock yourself into something that is just not for
The
you.
only way I would recommend that is if both people are virgins.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's the
'cause, like,
only
But
way.
see, because that's where y'all
Yeah.
and listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. Nobody told you to go out here and get fucked by horse dick Harry.
It ain't necessarily
And
horse
then when
dick
an
Harry.
average size man
my
coming
new
to your
dude
It
life.
ain't even necessarily
Hey.
about size.
You
My
didn't know
man
he was
said
horse dick Harry.
dick Harry though.
But my new Dick Melvin is still out there fucking as well. So it don't even
Okay.
matter. But
But
don't
why when
nobody
he come
wanna.
to you, he got to get the loosey goosey.
First of all, y'all know we birth babies and that shit snap back.
It do.
So I
So
don't
what
understand.
y'all do with y'all dick ain't never gonna really affect us if we can hit them kegels.
And on the next episode,
And this is why you can come back.
for sure.
But no, I'm saying, man, y'all get used to goddamn a
It ain't
motherfucker.
necessarily even
The
always
motherfucker
about
putting his
size.
foot in your
Sometimes-
cat.
No.
Not
It's not even
No.
necessarily about
It's
size.
not always
Sometimes it's
about
about
size.
technique. Sometimes
That's
Technique is a
right.
motherfucker.
That's right.
Cause I ain't my
'Cause I
my
met a
shit is not the
Negro.
size of a motherfucker's foot, but guess what? I got
Listen.
repeat customers.
I can't deal.
Hey, what you say? A billion people serve.
Y'all play so much. Sell your shit.
Come here for the milkshakes, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
The ice cream machine been down for
Yeah,
years and
for
they still
years.
keep coming back.
Exactly.
I
That's
got
what it is.
McDonald's credits up
We
over
got
this
fries in
motherfucker.
this bitch.
And I ain't telling them that the goddamn machine broke either.
Just come on in and see.
Y'all all know how that happened. But with that, we're gonna say goodnight.
Good night.
Good night.